In April 2025, headlines around the world exploded with the same incredible claim. Scientists using the most powerful space telescope ever built had just found the strongest evidence of alien life in human history. The planet at the center of this story sits 124 light-years from Earth, far beyond anything we could ever visit. And yet, for a few days, it felt like humanity had finally found real, measurable proof that we are not alone. So here's the real question worth investigating. Was this actually confirmed proof of alien life? Or is the true story something far more complicated and honestly, far more interesting? To understand this moment, we first need to meet the planet itself. Its name is K218b, a massive world orbiting a small, dim star in the constellation Leo. K218b is much bigger than Earth, more than twice its size, placing it in a category scientists call a sub-Neptune. That simply means it is smaller than Neptune, far larger than our own home planet. Because it orbits its star at just the right distance, K218b sits inside what astronomers call the habitable zone, the region where temperatures could theoretically allow liquid water to exist. That single fact made this planet interesting to scientists long before this recent controversy began. In 2019, earlier observations first detected water vapor in this planet's atmosphere, sparking initial excitement about its potential to support life. But water vapor alone is common throughout the universe, and by itself, it proves nothing about biology. The real story accelerated in 2023, when a research team led by astronomer Niku Madhusudan used the James Webb Space Telescope to study this planet's atmosphere in incredible detail. Webb works by capturing starlight that passes directly through a planet's atmosphere, splitting it apart to reveal exactly which gases are present. This method is called transmission spectroscopy, and it lets scientists identify chemical fingerprints from unimaginable distances. Using this method, the 2023 study confirmed methane and carbon dioxide in the planet's atmosphere, both consistent with a thick hydrogen-rich sky. Buried within that same data was something far more provocative, a faint, uncertain signal that resembled a gas called dimethyl sulfide, or DMS. On Earth, this specific gas is produced almost exclusively by marine organisms like ocean plankton and algae. That single detail is exactly why this signal caused such enormous excitement. If DMS truly existed on this distant planet, it could mean some kind of biological activity was happening inside a possible ocean far beneath its clouds. But in that first 2023 paper, the DMS signal was weak, only reaching what scientists call low statistical confidence. And science, a discovery needs extremely strong statistical certainty before researchers can call it a real, confirmed detection. Then, in April 2025, the same research team returned with new data, this time using a different Webb instrument that observed different wavelengths of light. Their new analysis suggested an even stronger presence of DMS, along with a related molecule called dimethyl disulfide, or DMDS. This is the moment the media exploded with those dramatic headlines about alien life being finally confirmed. The original scientific paper was actually far more careful in its own language than the news coverage that followed it. The research team described their result using a specific statistical measurement called sigma, which measures how confident scientists are that a signal is real and not just random noise. Their new result reached roughly 3 sigma, a level interesting enough to investigate seriously, but nowhere near definitive proof. To put that number in real context, most major scientific discoveries, including breakthroughs like the detection of the Higgs boson particle, require reaching 5 sigma before being called a true confirmed discovery. At 5 sigma, the odds of a false alarm drop to roughly 1 in a few million. At 3 sigma, meanwhile, the odds of a false signal are dramatically higher, sometimes as high as 1 in a few hundred. That gap between 3 sigma and 5 sigma is exactly where exciting hint and confirmed discovery separate from each other in real science. This is where the true investigation of this story actually begins. Almost immediately after the April 2025 announcement, other independent teams of scientists began re-examining the exact same Webb telescope data for themselves. One team, led by researcher Jake Taylor, reanalyzed the data using different statistical methods. They found no strong statistical evidence supporting the presence of DMS at all in that same dataset. Another independent group, led by scientist Louise Wellbonks, ran their own separate analysis using a more flexible modeling approach. Their results also failed to confirm reliable evidence for either DMS or DMDS in the planet's atmosphere. A third team, led by researcher Raphael Luke, combined every available Webb observation of this planet into one single, more complete analysis. Their conclusion was equally cautious, finding insufficient evidence to confidently claim these biosignature gases were truly present. Perhaps the most detailed challenge came from a team led by scientist Kevin Stevenson. Their analysis revealed that subtle technical noise inside Webb's instruments could easily be mistaken for a real chemical signal if handled with different data processing choices. In their study, when they applied their own preferred method for organizing the telescope data, the vast majority of their results no longer showed any DMS signal at all. This finding suggested the original detection might partly reflect instrument quirks, rather than a true, unmistakable signature in the planet's atmosphere. None of these independent scientists were dismissing the original research team as dishonest or careless. Science works exactly this way, through repeated testing, open disagreement, and careful reanalysis by multiple separate groups. This is also precisely why the word confirmed does not accurately describe where this discovery currently stands. Genuinely confirmed scientific results should hold up consistently, no matter which qualified team re-examines the same original data. There is also a second, deeper layer to the scientific debate. Even if DMS truly exists in this planet's atmosphere, some researchers have proposed non-biological, purely chemical processes that could theoretically produce this same gas without any life being involved at all. This possibility matters enormously for the overall story. It means that even a fully confirmed detection of DMS would not automatically prove life exists. It would only mean scientists have a genuinely fascinating new mystery still left to solve. So why did headlines around the world confidently declare this discovery confirmed in the first place? Part of the answer lies in basic human psychology, since dramatic, definitive claims naturally spread faster online than cautious, uncertain scientific language ever does. The original research team themselves never used the word confirmed in their actual published paper. That specific word was added later, largely by outside media coverage, eager to turn a genuinely fascinating hint into a much bigger, more definitive headline. This pattern reveals something important about how modern scientific discoveries reach the public. The distance between a careful scientific paper and a viral online headline can dramatically change the entire meaning of a real result. So where does this leave K2 billion today? It remains one of the most fascinating exoplanets ever studied, and genuinely represents our best current opportunity to search for signs of a habitable, ocean-covered world outside our own solar system. But as of now, no scientist studying this planet has produced conclusive, universally agreed-upon evidence of alien life. What we actually have is an open, active scientific debate, involving multiple respected international research teams still working to resolve very real, very serious questions. More Webb telescope observation time has already been approved to study this same planet further in the coming years. Scientists hope that additional data, combined with improved analysis techniques, will eventually settle this ongoing disagreement one way or the other. This story is not really about a single, dramatic answer being confirmed and then complete. It is about how real scientific discovery actually works slowly, carefully, and through constant testing by many independent minds working on the exact same evidence. That process might feel far less exciting than a single, dramatic headline promising definitive alien life. But it represents something even more valuable, real scientific integrity, protecting us from mistaking an exciting hint for genuine, certain truth. And that leaves us with the real, unanswered question still hiding within this planet's distant, hydrogen-rich clouds. When Webb finally gathers enough additional data to settle this debate for good, will K218b turn out to be the first confirmed home for life beyond our solar system? Or simply our next great lesson in how easily a fascinating hint can be mistaken for proof?